Volvo. Weird. What's up, guys? It's driftsnlifts here. Welcome back to the driftsnlifts Epic Volvo Drift YouTube channel. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, please click the subscribe button because there's just way too much Volvo gravy everywhere. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be taking the head off of Edna to see what the damage is. It's in the garage. Ready to go, so I'm going to pull out the socket set and we're going to see if it's the head gasket that blew or maybe a piston ring or something. It's going to be one of those things. I believe it's probably most likely the head gasket. So luckily it's an NA car, so this makes it really easy. Every single nut to the exhaust manifold is really easy to get to. Same with the intake manifold, same as a turbo car, of course. Then we're gonna remove our timing belt, remove this cover. And there's really not much to it, so I'll kind of like film it as I go. I do have to drain the coolant. That's another thing I shouldn't forget about. Yeah, so we'll get right into it, and yeah, we'll see what the damage is, if this thing needs a motor swap, or if I can just do a head gasket and make sure the cooling system is up to spec, and then, you know, we might get away with that. Edna might be able to stay back on the road and not just, you know, give up on it. So, all right, let's get started. Alrighty guys, so I got a little bit carried away. We got the head off. So we're inspecting it right now. We're checking out basically if there's any flaws in the head gasket, in the head, or anything that we can see that would kind of give us an idea of why so much smoke is coming out the exhaust. And unfortunately, taking a good look at this head gasket, currently I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I was hoping to see like a big score or a big spot where you could see that coolant was getting into the cylinder. It doesn't really look like that. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe it's very minor. So, and looking at the pistons, nothing's wrong. There's no holes in the pistons. It's actually a good opportunity for me to check the clearance, like see if these pistons have ovalized at all. Sorry, the cylinders have ovalized at all. And actually, this one, like number 2 cylinder, does look like it is a little bit of ovalize. So potentially a bit of piston slap, but good running NA motor, doesn't really matter. Once that gets heated up, it's all sealed. So not too sure where to go from here, guys. I'm going to just put a new head gasket on it just because it was such a simple job. I really should have went into detail of how I did that, but I will include the link to last time I did that on Miss Huff. If you guys want to know how to remove a head and install a head on one of these motors, I already did a how-to video on that, so I'll include the link to that video in the description of this video. So if you guys are curious, you can take a look at that. Yeah, so that's basically where we're at, guys. I'm going to order a head gasket kit from IPD. They're really cheap. I think 60 bucks, and they give you everything you need: intake gasket, exhaust gaskets, and I think even water pump gaskets they might give you in that. Basically every gasket you can need, so really good value by IPD. Can't go wrong with those guys. Alrighty guys, so it is the next day now. We're gonna get up to some fun stuff today. I got my roommate here, Nash, my good buddy. He's gonna come and experience a little taste of Volvo gravy for his first time. And yeah, so we got a couple plans. As you guys saw last night, we got this head gasket out, and from looking at it, even today in the light, I still can't really see any flaws with it. So a little bit strange. I'm not too sure what the idea for Edna is quite yet. I do have a line on another very, very cheap Volvo. It's a 740 that has some damage. The front headlight is all smashed in and it got in an accident. But it still runs and drives completely fine. It didn't damage it enough to actually, you know, mess up the suspension or anything like that. So I know the Volvos they just come to me. I don't know how I do it. It's just kind of how it goes. So yeah, so probably gonna end up picking that one up. You know, a 740 for free is pretty tough to pass up. But yeah, so I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll take the big tires and put them on the new 740 if I don't want to mess with this. Like maybe the block, maybe the piston rings got messed up. You know, I could just put a new head gasket on and see if it fixes it. But do I really want to spend like 70 bucks and it might not work when I could just get the new car? I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really decided what we're going to do yet. We'll figure it out. So we're going to go over to Miss Huff right now and going to take Nash for a little rip down the street in it. And so yeah, we're going to go for the rip. It is actually raining out right now, so we're going to have a little bit of moisture on the ground. It's going to be a fun time. And we'll probably go somewhere and do a couple drifts. I may as well take the blue Cummins. Because I'm actually selling this tomorrow, so we may as well have a little bit of fun with it. I'm thinking maybe an on-ramp drift with the Cummins. Could be doable. It might be a little sketchy, but I think I could pull it off. So yeah, we'll go have some fun and film what we're doing, basically. All right, so I just walked over my Volvo graveyard here. All right, let's fire Miss Huff up. Let's listen to this glorious sound. Pop the hood real quick. Yeah. So I might actually bring this thing up to some RPMs when we take it for a little cruise here. And I want to see if this belt comes off with the new crank pulley. I can actually see right there that the belt is riding a little bit higher. Yeah, so when this happened, I was like, we were tandeming with Jake.
Right.
And like this guy in front of him just slammed on his brakes for no reason. It was kind of lame. And then Jake like spun out, and then I was going way too fast, so I like slid right into Jake. And like this whole beam of the car, like where the door mounts to, it actually shifted over so far, and then the dashboard was like shifted over.
So like shoved the whole
I thought the car was total, dude. I was like, oh, this thing's done. Like it was so fucked. And then we just took a porta power, so it's like a hydraulic thing that pushes outwards.
And you can like.
And then we put it against the trans tunnel down there, and the thing, and just like pushed it back.
Oh, okay.
And then as we pushed it back, like all of a sudden the door started to close again.
It did. So it
Yeah.
worked again.
Yeah.
Like, it absolutely was. That what took out your window as well?
That was what took out the window.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was the start of it.
Just smash.
And then it was kind of at that point when, well, no, it was okay for a bit, and then I was tandeming with my buddy Cody Ross, who I was telling you about, the guy that Formula Drift, and it was weird. We were like drifting, and his rim grabbed my bumper. It like locked onto it while we're going, and it was so weird. I've never felt it before, but it like shoved the car down this way, and it actually bent the car downwards. It like, I was like, what the fuck?
Just like, it pulled everything.
This crinkle right here was because of that initial thing.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, at that point, I was like, this car's like the frame's bent and shit, you know?
Yeah.
But like, it's not, the frame's not bent in the things that matter, like where the suspension is attached.
Well, yeah, like,
it's just back from the suspension.
Fender's rubbing on the tire, like, does that even really?
Nah, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Nah, it doesn't really matter.
Using it for
No. Yeah, so, and then it was at that point where I'm like, I'm just gonna fully strip this thing. No more street car. I'm just gonna only take it to the track, you know? Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was It was like my Volvo drift initiation.
Yeah,
to the crew.
Exactly. Yeah. I should have like wall tapped you, like initiation into the gang, or just like get you to lay down and just pour gravy in your mouth, like.
Sit there and gurgle it inside the car.
Yeah. That's how you get into this Wed Sleds drift team.
Yeah, there you go. No, it was good.
Yeah, sweet. So what we're gonna do, guys, is Kyle hasn't messaged me back. I think he will though, so we're still probably gonna do that. Then we're gonna go go-karting later, as I said, and we're gonna film that obviously. But I really want to do a big drift in this truck. Simply turning, adding throttle, and then you just kick the clutch, and it basically just like breaks the traction loose, right? And then just kind of like, you can hold in this sweet spot. Just want to get that. Oh yeah. That's slippery up there.
Just touch the back of that, hey? Nice.
Yeah, so you like the difference in surfaces. I guess we'll get some out of car of this.
Yeah, I'll get some out of car. You're pushing it to its...
All it has is rear-wheel drive and a standard transmission. Yeah, like I learned to drift in trucks though. Alright guys, so we just arrived at TBC Indoor Kart Racing in Richmond, BC here. I'm just gonna strap the GoPro onto my head, and apparently we paid for 4 races, but it's essentially one long race because they're so packed up. So it's like a 24-minute race. Oh man, this thing is gonna be like, it's gonna be a workout on that go-kart, and I think I'm gonna die of carbon monoxide poisoning because I don't think there's very good ventilation in there. So let's send it. So I'm gonna strap GoPro, goes to the top of my helmet, and then yeah, see how dirty we can get. Alright guys, so go-karting was really fun. The only problem was my camera angle was absolutely terrible. I apologize for that. So that's pretty much a wrap-up of today's video, guys. I am actually on my way to pick up another Volvo. Yeah, so I got offered a 740, 1989, 88, something like that, for $100. It is actually written off, so this is going to be the next river beater. Instead of fixing Edna, this next one's going to be perfect because it already is a write-off and it can't be insured on the road. And it's got some really bad front end damage, and the back, it has a really big dent in it. I got smashed by somebody. Still runs and drives fine, so the fact that I have a trailer and a truck really helps me out because I can just put it on the trailer, bring it to the river, bring it to wherever we're going during the day, and rip on it. And then if I break something, then I don't have to worry about like getting it home. I can just trailer it and fix it when I'm home or whatever. So I think that's the idea. So that'll be next episode. We're gonna go look at that car right now. I'm gonna start filming next episode right now. So yeah, like and subscribe for cheesy Volvo corn. Peace out.